Hare Krishna, everyone. Okay, yeah. I hope you all are.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Hare Krishna. We will wait
Jai
two
Shri
more
Ram.
minutes. Jai Shri Ram. We will wait 2 more minutes for for your classmates to join. Okay. By that time, let me know. Are you like practicing what is being taught in
Yes,
classes?
ma'am.
Yes. And are you like correlating what has been taught in last class and the Katha session as yesterday was yesterday's morals, like moral story of yesterday's Katha and the Sadachar Samskar devotional session of last Thursday. Are you able to connect it?
Yes.
Yes,
You want to share, Arya? Like,
Yes. Signature Tosa.
sorry?
ನೋಡಬೇಡ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಹೊಡಿತೀನಿ ನಾವು ಯಾರು
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Arya, you want to share like what's the link between the Katha's moral and last Thursday's l- learnings?
ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ
You're not audible, Arya. Okay. Hare Krishna, Satish Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Am I audible? By that
Hare,
time, everyone switch on your
Hare Krishna,
videos.
Hare Krishna Mataji. My Zoom is shutting down intermittently. So what I have done is I have just logged in through my web browser. But my camera is not able to on. So we have to bear with today with me on this.
No, Prabhuji, no problem.
Okay. So thank you, Mataji. Yes, we can start.
Yes, Prabhuji, sure.
Okay. So thank you everyone for joining today's session. So today we'll begin with the chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. I think so. Everyone have your own bead bags. If no, you can take the bead bags and bead malas. We can recite Panchatattva mantra and then we can begin with Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So let's start. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda. Let's start. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We will chant for one more minute. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, so I hope everyone is chanting now. So this is a bead bag, you can see, and this is a mala. What you can do is you can purchase this and keep chanting on bead. If you're not able to do this, then probably you can keep a timer of 6 minutes or 7 minutes. You can count 108 rounds. That's typically we do. every day. So you can do either walking and sitting or just any wish you want to do. Okay. Let's begin with today's session. I believe in last session we have covered about the uh, types of foods and eating habits, I believe. Yes. So quick summary, I think so what we have learned in last week. We have learned about the different kinds of foods, that is sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic food. Anyone can help me to understand what is tamasic food? Yes, raise your hands. Okay, Arnav, yes. What is
Sir,
tamasic food?
non-veg, egg, chicken.
Acha, okay, that's the tamasic food. Okay, and okay, yes.
Yes, sir. It makes us lazy.
Okay, great. And what is the can you give example of this tamasic food?
Eggs, a rotten banana, which is black.
Okay. Anything which is stale, which is unfit for consumption, comes under the tamasic food. Okay.
Don't touch the screen again and again.
Uh, Sri Charan, yes, please.
Sir, foods which give foul smell,
Acha,
which
which
are
gives foul smell.
fermented.
Okay, fine. Second, KB Piyush, you can answer what is Rajasic food? Can you
Sir,
classify?
Rajasic food is nothing but just millets, pulses like that.
Mm, okay. Any food which is in raw form always comes under sattvic food. When you mix with some spices, blend with other condiments and everything, which is have might have sour taste, bitter taste, or which is not as per the appropriate taste, comes under the rasic food. And a food which is offered to Lord with your devotion becomes the prasadam. That's become the fit for consumption. Okay. Dhanush, any example of the Dhanush? You are there?
Any example of
Any example of sattvic food?
sattvic food is fruit, vegetables, and like these things. Those are not non-veg or made with chemicals.
Okay,
They, they makes us positive, think positive too.
good, very good, nice. Okay, fine. So what we'll do is we'll take you next step today. We'll have one more next level. Today we'll learn specifically on why we should avoid non-vegetarian food. So today's topic is focus on the. Let me share my screen and show you. So one basic example, all this food what we eat, it whether is sattvic, rajasic or tamasic, has the impact on our mind, body and soul. If you eat this, our shastras doesn't forbid to eat this food, but every food have their own repercussions or their disadvantage on your mind and body. So we will learn today what is the why we should avoid non-vegetarian food, and it comes essentially under, as rightly said by, it's tamasic food. Let me know if you can see my screen. Yes. One of the major disadvantage of having non-vegetarian food is it causes the blockage in your arteries, blood systems, and it causes stomach cancer or many other diseases because it has the high amount of protein in this and it's difficult to digest. And if residue, any kind of impurities is left in your body, where it will be stored in blood arteries, and it will have impact. Suppose if right now some advisories been advised by government of other various governments because of the some bird flu or chikungunya and all these activity, all this because these birds or maybe hens which are kept in the poultry farm, they might have some infection. If anyone eats this, what will happen? They will impact their body and people might get the virus or the disease what these uh, animals have this. So it might cause you respiratory system issues, might cause you heart issues. It may not be visible in the day one, might take long time. If some serious virus are there, it might impact immediately. But or else it might take some time. Second point, very important point, it's unnatural because what is sattvic food? Because that's a natural forms of food which is God has given to us and we should try to eat that. If we are eating non-vegetarian food regularly, what will happen? It will create obstacle in our digestive system because your large intestine, small intestine, stomach, it do not have the capacity to digest non-vegetarian food over the period because what will happen? It will get accumulated in your stomach. Once it accumulates in your stomach, it will take longer time to process and come to your intestines and then finally through your motions. So it should be avoided and your digestive system will get weak and ability is be less once you have this unnatural food. As said, it has the high amount of protein. Once you are consuming the high amount of protein, what is the chances of risk? It might cause kidney stone, gallbladder stone, or stomach ulcers. So these kind of disadvantages you might face once you eat these kind of non-vegetarian foods over the period and regularly. As per Shastras, non-vegetarian foods is avoided, can be avoided, and under any circumstances it cannot be eat unless it's prescribed by the shastras and through some ritual process. Point number 4, what is the impact of this? This creates tamagun or tamas in yourself, and as rightly said by some of the people, it create lethargic or environment in your mind and you become lazy. It is and so what it happens, it makes you more demonic in nature because if you're demonic in nature your mind would not be stable, you'd be doing 10 number of things but result would be waste. So it increases tamas, darkness, you are going toward the darkness. Fifth point, the person who is doing spiritual practice should avoid this because it will take you away from the righteous activities. Suppose we are doing day-to-day worship of the Lord, we are doing prayers, we are doing all forms of charity and opulences and all these activities. If we are regularly consuming these activities, what will happen? Our mind would be totally attracted in material desires and we will get away from the spiritual practice. And if these persist, then our worship, our sadhana would not be a perfect. So to be a spiritualist, you have to avoid eating non-vegetarian food and and take the shelter of Lord, and you can stop having non-vegetarian foods. 6 point, it states that it increases the self-desire. Once you have these kind of strong, it is because it has an excess number of protein. And once you eat small dose or large dose of the non-vegetarian food, what will happen? It creates a lot of heaviness in your mind, body, and stomach every place. And if you are lazy, there would be multiple thoughts in your mind whether to do this or do that. I will be doing this. I will do this. So what will happen ultimately? You will good for nothing. So we should try to avoid this, to try to focus our mind, keep our mind regulated. We have to avoid this. And seventh point is we create a lot of negative energies in our body that creates it makes you a self-centric person. You will think about only about yourself and your entire family, or maybe everything about you. You will more possessive in this, and everything every time you will think about yourself. So that's the main seven reasons we have identified why we should avoid non-vegetarian food, or we should avoid non-vegetarian foods. Now we'll see from the Shastra perspective what Bhagavad Gita has to say on this, and what Lord Krishna has to say on this. And from the other spiritual context point of view, I'll take you through few examples. See, these are the typical animals which we see day in, day out, and lot of people eat these kind of animals for their taste, sense enjoyments, and for their pleasures. So these animal always are, we should care for them. We should not eat them, because all life matters, and these are precious, and precious for anyone, because all these animals and us are belong to Lord Himself, and we are the part and parcel of Lord. So we should take care of these animals, not to eat them. Let's see what our Veda has to say on this. So in Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna says, Sharva Yenushu Konteya in Bhagavad Gita 14.4. Here Lord says that every living entity is a spirit soul. Thus in animal also there is soul, because we are soul in gross forms, and we do not have right to kill these animals or eat their flesh. So that's the main. Our Vedas also promote this, that we should not kill or eat the animal for our pleasure, our taste. Manusmriti Adhyay 5 and Shloka 45 says that he who kills non-violent, helpless animal for his pleasures neither become happy in this life nor after death. Suppose, let's say example, there is a butcher. He kills the animal and sell to different person who comes to on their shop. So there is a karmic chain. Suppose the person who raised the goat, let's say example goat, he gives to butcher, and butcher gives to the customers what come in the shop. So all these three entities will have to suffer in their lifetime, and would not be happy, though we are not able to see the physical reactions, or maybe, but over the period, your like an suppose you have money account where you keep your money. Similarly, the negative balance comes to your account from the person who raised the goat, sell it for a money to the butcher, and butcher finally gets the money from customer. That's how his cycle entirely repeats it. Manusmriti Adhyay 5, Shloka 55 says that I will be eaten by animal in the other world whose meat I have eaten. It means, suppose, let's say example, one person has killed the goat and he ate the goat. So goat has all right to eat that person or that body or that soul in their world. Okay. And the consequences has been defined. It's not that something it mentions in our Shastra, in Manusmriti, Vedas, and all these points. So we should not eat the animal because they have rights to eat us. We might have seen a lot of places that we worship cow, we worship, and we say Gau Mata, and we take blessings from her. So our Shastra also says on the same lines that we should not kill cow, we should not slaughter them for our taste, benefit, or for our purpose, because once person commits this, it is called as heinous crime as per the Shastras. Just a second now. Mahabharata 18.115.8 shloka says that the person who desires to have a beauty, who desires to have complete form of limbs, long understanding, mental, physical strength, should abstain act from injury. Because the person who want to beauty, they should not kill, or maybe they should not eat flesh. They should always try to uh, maybe restrain from these kind of activities, because what will happen if you are doing these kind of activities, what will happen, you will not have the proper beauty, your limbs or something may be improper once you get the birth in other time, you would not have the physical strength, you will not have the memory to do all this. Mahabharata 115.47 says that the person who desires to argument his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take a birth. You might have seen there are a lot of people who advocates about eating non-vegetarian foods, and they say that yes, it's 100% right, we should eat non-vegetarian food. So what will happen? They will live in misery over the period. What will happen? They will not have they will have fluctuating mind, they will not have the proper balance. It may not be visible immediately, once at the age of their, once they grow, maybe mature, maybe on their late 60s, 70s, 80s. What will happen? More miseries can come into the life, and the person who takes in other species also, they, what will happen? They will feel the misery. So it cannot be justified, because for my taste and my pleasure, I am eating the animal, which is unfit, which is inappropriate. Okay, so that's the point which we have to cover. I have some more point which additionally I thought I should share with you, because there are a lot of people think about their what are alternative of non-vegetarian foods. Because what essentially happens, you might have seen a lot of joints, hybrid form of different forms of the replacements of non-vegetarian foods are available. Maybe in protein, because why we eat non-vegetarian food? Because to have the protein in our body. Because if we have deficiency in the body, our muscles are, we will lack the strength and all these forms. So maybe like maybe you can have the walnuts, almonds, soya protein, chickpeas, uh, maybe moong or lentils or yogurts or curd. These kind of alternatives gives you the right fit of protein required for nourishment of your body. And uh, one more second. Yeah, there are few modern forms of the alternatives like tofu, which you get mostly in the market. You can have that. Maybe soya chop, or that's what is also available in the market. Soya chunks, you can have mushrooms. So these kind of, and you can have a jackfruit, which is a kind of similar texture to the non-vegetarian food, like maybe for chicken or mutton, these kind of moong dal, kala chana. So all these forms of medicine, all these forms of pulses or maybe replacement of non-vegetarian food can give you the protein content required for your body, and these are healthy, and these are healthy and meatless form, which gives you nourishment and keep your mind, body, and nourished. That can help you to take you on this spiritual path. Okay, so that's what we have to cover today. Any questions, please raise your hand. Happy to answer. Yes, anyone, please ask. Raise your hands. Acha, okay. Vidya. Vindhya, sorry.
Sir, like you said, it's not good to eat non-veg, right? Like every day. So is it
Yes.
okay to have like once in a while, like once in a week or rarely like that?
So there are two things. First, is very important concept that sattvic food is very good and prominent way of eating food, which helps you to keep your mind nourished, then keep your mind, body, and balance if you're leading to spiritual path. Second point is that once you offer any food to Lord, it might be sattvic or rasic food, and if you eat the prasadam, what will happen? It keeps yourself mind regulated to some principles, which is maybe ahimsa and all these kind of. What will happen? Will not kill these animal for your taste, because right now someone is eating something. It might be for their taste, pleasure, and all this. Let's take example, if you're eating once in a while, occasionally it's fine, but maybe over the period, once you start developing the love for the animal, and if you're eating same animal, so that's not the appropriate way. So it's ideal, maybe over the period you can reduce the tendency to having non-vegetarian food and switch to maybe alternative form, which I mentioned, like jackfruit, tofu, or maybe paneer, all these kind of protein rich based diets.
I'm just asking because I'm a non-vegetarian, that's why.
There, I have 100 reasons, but typically in this class, selected answers can be given, and probably once you grow up, you realize may try to get rid of this if possible.
Okay.
Thank you. Arya.
Sir,
Arya, yes.
my the chicken has protein, right?
Yes.
So it's but it's still wrong to eat it.
Yes.
Is it fine if I eat like sometimes or occasionally?
See, eating non-vegetarian foods is as per Shastra, it's because Shastra do not prohibit to eat non-vegetarian food. But there's a way to eat non-vegetarian food, because when in olden days, let's take example, when non-vegetarian food, if anyone was consuming, there was a process through which it was eaten. So let's take example, if goat is sacrificed, if it's offered to the Lord, and then only it was eaten. It was eaten only on the day of Amavasya. But over the period, what happens? The taste, pleasure, it multiplied in the people's mind, and they commercialize it, and that's why you can find in every place these activities are happening, and people are getting readily the non-vegetarian foods. If you're eating maybe occasionally, it's fine, but what happens if you're get into the sadhana spiritual practice, if you're animal lover, you are promoting animal safety and all this, so you should start thinking about this and think whether I'm doing right, or maybe is there an alternative to this. Then you can switch to a better way of eating the foods, maybe vegetarian foods, sattvic food, all these kind of.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Abhiniti. Abhiniti, yes, please ask your question. No, I cannot hear you. You're not audible. Okay. Maybe I'll switch to maybe Mataji, if you can unmute her. If
Yes, Prabhuji, maybe Abhiniti, try once like removing your earphones. Disconnect your earphones and
fine,
then try.
no problem. I'll move to Dhanush. You can ask your question.
Sir,
Dhanush, yes. Dhanush, you're not audible. You can unmute yourself. No, some disturbance in noise. You're not audible.
sir,
Yes.
are we allowed to eat eggs? You're not not
Sorry,
non-vegetarian.
my apologies. I missed your words.
Vegetarian. I eat eggs. Are we allowed to eat eggs?
No, no, no. आपकी आवाज अभी भी नहीं आ रही है. Can you speak louder? Maybe mic के पास में लेके आइए
Prabhuji,
बात.
he's like asking whether eating egg is okay or not. Like something related
Okay.
to egg.
Okay, fine, no problem. So, what is egg? So, egg is basically a potential life, means it has the life, okay? And if we eat, then what is happens? You are killing directly someone,
No,
okay?
we when
Nahin, nahin, I cannot hear you.
the chicks have to get born to like kill them. In the egg there is just the white part. The chick is not born. Then when the chick is not born, we just cut it and eat it.
No, so ideally, egg comes under the tamasic food, and if you feed tamasic food, what will happen? It will take you to the ignorance because you're just a second now.
Abhiniti, try to unmute yourself. Try saying something. You can put your doubt on in chat box. You're
Teacher,
not audible.
are you saying to me?
No, I'm saying to Abhiniti.
Yeah, sorry. So, Dhanush, I was saying, so egg is potential form wherein your threat life is getting hampered. Second important point is that if you're eating tamasic food, what will happen? It will take you to the ignorance. You are moving to the darkness because over the period, what will happen once you eat these kind of food, which is tamasic, you will acquire more such qualities. And if you're
I,
in
I am vegetarian. I don't eat chicken. I just eat egg.
No, so egg comes under tamasic food. And if you are eating tamasic food, what it gives you protein, right? So there are alternative forms of protein which you can switch to. Maybe soya chunks, tofu, or maybe you can have a jackfruit. So these will give you better qualities. You are not killing any animal potential maybe hen which is will come out from that.
Okay. I eat egg because bone is broken. That's why I usually don't eat because I'm a vegetarian. Because the bone is broken, I eat it.
No, that's fine. You can eat it, but there are alternative. Like you can have a soya soups, you can have the tofu, you can have jackfruit, you can have paneer, you can have
Okay.
chickpeas, chana, black chanas, all this. That will give you more energy and more nourishment compared to the egg.
Okay.
Yes, Nandika. Nandika, unmute yourself, please. Mataji, if you can unmute her, I am not able to unmute her.
Yes, Prabhuji. Nandika, try to unmute
Yeah.
yourself here. Okay, Prabhuji, Abhiniti has doubt like she's asking that I want that she eats sattvic food without onion and garlic, but sometimes whenever in a party I consume onion garlic, so will it affect my body?
So essentially, from the Shastra perspective, onion garlic is a form of vegetable food. Okay, so if you're consuming sometime occasionally, it do not Shastra do not prohibit it. But once you are trying to become a Vaishnava over the period, you can get rid of this because these are the these are two onion garlic comes from the blood of the Rakshasa. So that's the reason it has been prohibited from our acharyas and Shastra who are following Vaishnavism should avoid this.
Okay, Prabhuji. I will try to unmute Nandika. Nandika,
Nandika, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Nandika, please ask your question.
Called as sattvic food, but not sattvic food. It also reproduces. No, sir.
Nandika, just be stable and then again ask your question.
Okay.
Yeah, now ask your question.
Sir, why is plants called as sattvic food? Instead of sattvic food, why it is called as sattvic food, sir? It also reproduces, right, sir? It's also a living thing.
So you are saying plant is a sattvic food, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And it also reproduces, and it is also living, living creatures, no, sir?
Okay, so I'll
But
explain
why
this.
is
Yeah, I'll explain this. I got your point. So, see, plants are living thing. Now, as a vegetarian or as a Vaishnava, when we eat any food, it is offered to Lord first. Okay. It also have the karmic reaction, and we when we acquire some sins. But once we offered this food to Lord, having tulsi in that, it becomes free from all sin, and that's why it become prasadam. And once you eat prasadam, these animals do not have the actual life in this. It's because it's offered to Lord, we get rid of the all sins, and we eat prasadam. Once you eat prasad, what will happen? You'll get the benedictions, or maybe you get the blessings from Lord. So it's not like typical non-vegetarian food where bloodshed is done or killing is done. So that's the complete different things, and it become prasadam. That's why you can have this. And from scientific perspective, once we maybe destroy or eat these kind of foods, what will happen? Then new different forms of plants or can come, and that's why it will reduce the carbon footprint from science perspective.
okay, sir? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. I think so, Mataji, anyone left, or we have addressed all questions?
I guess Dhanush, do you have doubt, dear?
I think so. He
No.
asked the question. No. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we are
Okay.
good to end.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna, and let's meet in another class. Thank you.
Yes, thank you
Hare
everyone for
Krishna,
joining. Hare
sir.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Krishna, ma'am.